Sarah was a mentally ill woman living in the streets of Entebbe, Uganda. She was also 9 months pregnant. Robert Fleming was an American visiting the area to scout locations for college student service trips. The paths of these two individuals crossed in a way no one ever expected, resulting in authorities asking Robert to take custody of Sarah's newborn daughter after she rejected the child. The little girl was named Malayaka. Her birth marked the beginning of Malayaka House.
So the authorities at the hospital gave me a little paper and gave me permission to take the child. So 5 hours after she was born, I was driving back to my hotel room with the baby in my lap.
Soon after Malayaka's birth, the Ugandan authorities asked Robert to help with a severely abused 3-year-old boy who was malnourished, covered in burns and bruises, and with a broken femur. Bobo was the second to enter the fold of our orphanage home, which did not yet exist. 1 week later, authorities again asked Robert to take in a child. This time, it was 11-year-old Viola, who had been in a horrific motorcycle taxi accident that tore up her ankle. She would not say where she was being taken. Robert was in a unique situation. He was an American visitor caring for 3 children, all in his hotel room.
For the first period of time, it was crisis. We were in a state of emergency with a newborn baby and with really sick children.
He made the decision to remain in Uganda to care for Malayaka, Bobo, Viola, and as many others as he could. He found a home to rent and quickly filled it with children in the most desperate situations. The triplets, Jimmy, John, and Cheche, arrived malnourished and sick with malaria. Didas and Ishmat were found running in the streets, covered in dirt, depending only on each other. As more and more children arrived at the newly formed Malayaka House, Robert struggled to provide water, electricity, and food in a place where none of these necessities are consistent. Like a child learning to walk, we gradually moved forward, step by hesitant step, always learning the hard way, it seemed.
We started wrong. We started with nothing, and then we've built systems to fund and to support this project.
He developed systems to collect rainwater, installed solar panels for electricity, built farms, planted crops, and scraped together money from friends and family in the United States and Spain. The children began to heal and gradually began to grow. Bobo began to walk. Viola began to walk. Malayaka was perfectly healthy. There was a steady stream of new children. The Malayaka House family grew to 26 children. Today, the house is a bustling hive of activity. There's always something going on at Malayaka House. We have children ranging in age from infant to 19 years old. We employ 7 women, operate a farm, a bakery, a craft shop. We produce mozzarella cheese and house a steady flow of volunteers from the United States, Spain, Germany, Canada, Israel, and other countries from all over the world. We run the most popular restaurant in Entebbe, all in a 3-building compound. Each corner is filled with the noise of children, laughing, crying, running, jumping, learning, and singing. Our children are thriving in the loving, nurturing environment we have created to surround them.
It's a great environment for the kids. Even if I was a kid, I would be happy here. Yeah, it's a good place.
At the backbone of our entire operation are 7 very special women, our aunties. Caring for 36 children is not easy, but these women handle it all with pride and grace. They clean our entire compound daily. They cook for 50 people, wash mountains of laundry, and yet still find the energy to love and care for every single one of our children as if they were their own. We owe everything to our aunties and can only repay them with our gratitude and a salary that ensures they are independent women, able to provide for their families, a claim precious and rare in a country such as Uganda.
They're as committed to the children as I am. They love the kids, they take them to their house, the kids know their families, the aunties, like, it's perfect. It's the greatest success of anything here is these women that take care of the children, you know, and they do amazing job.
Every younger child we have is enrolled in the best school we could find. The curriculum at Entebbe Junior is complete and they share our values.
By putting the kids in a much better school and a fantastic school, that the results that we're getting for the kids in their reading and their math, and it's made a huge difference.
The only way Ugandans have a chance of employment is to have a high level of education. Our children's education is our highest priority, and we invest all that we can in their future. It is because of this that they have goals.
At this school at Entebbe Junior, the teachers are always telling us how different our kids are in terms of like behavior. Like, they don't have the same types of behavior problems with our kids that they do with other kids.
Of course, childhood should be about more than just school. Weekends and breaks are filled with new experiences to enrich their lives and broaden their horizons. Our volunteers take the kids to all the local attractions, the zoo, the swimming pool, the park, and the beach of Lake Victoria. These outings, or safaris as they're called at Malayaka House, give the kids a chance to experience their community while having a lot of fun.
Our girls are now on a rugby team, and they train 2-3 times a week and play in matches, and they get to travel around and meet other rugby teams and other rugby players, and they've been exposed to something that they would have never had a chance to be exposed to. Rugby has kind of challenged them, you know, and their view of themselves, and it's made them stronger people. It's made them stronger women. Viola always had an interest in being a pilot, and she had an experience of being able to go and fly, and we had many pilot friends of ours around Entebbe, and they took her up and took her for a flight, which was pretty amazing.
Berta, how was it?
Good.
Yeah. Did you fly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the house?
It's the state house.
The State House? Did you see Malayaka House?
No.
We got some older kids. They had no background with schooling. We couldn't get them into school. And so we started trying to teach them skills. And as much as anything, it was a way to boost their confidence and to give them something that was their own.
We had already established farms where the children learned to grow fruits and vegetables, milk cows, feed pigs, and care for every type of animal we could find. We expanded our income-generating activities to capitalize on the bounty produced by the farm, such as milk. We developed an on-site mozzarella cheese production house. Once the equipment was in place and our oldest girls were trained, we were supplying local restaurants with quality mozzarella cheese. Our first venture was a success. Next to develop was our bakery. We built a wood-fired bricked oven from the ground up and began experimenting with baking breads, pastries, and cakes. After some trial and error, we perfected our recipes and found that one of the most successful products was pizza dough. To that, we added our mozzarella cheese, fresh garden vegetables, and created a pizza that people might actually pay for. We tested our pizza on friends and volunteers, and it was a hit. Malayaka House Pizza Night was born. Twice a week, we invite members of the community to enjoy a made-to-order pizza, complete with freshly squeezed passion fruit juice, and a dessert to take home. Our older girls manage everything. Viola greets the guests with her bright smile, takes their orders, and waits tables. Jacinta leads the other girls in the pizza-making process, and at the end of the evening, Namatov tallies the bills counts the money and balances the books. The girls are not only earning a decent wage, but they're also learning valuable life skills.
So everybody has different responsibilities. Even the younger ones are helping to set the table, and they're helping to clean the dishes, and they're getting involved with all of these activities that their older siblings are doing so successfully.
Naiga and Carol are the most creative girls in our family. Naiga has taken charge of our jewelry production operation, which everyone participates in at some point. If she finds anyone with nothing to do, she is sure to get them busy wrapping recycled paper into colorful beads. If you walk just past the children's house, you will find our craft shop, where Carol busily sews patchwork aprons, blankets, and purses, and other items that showcase a traditional African style. We sell these craft items in local shops and abroad, with all profits directly supporting the girls and Malayaka House operations.
Now, some of the older kids are starting to move out. Namito Naiga saved enough money in the first 6 months of these operations, of these businesses, in order to rent an apartment for themselves for a whole year. So they've moved out. Another one of our older girls, Jacinta, has moved out. And one of our other girls, Carol, has also moved out.
Our on-site guest house was created for volunteers who want a unique and personal experience during their time in Uganda. The guest house is right next door to the children's home and offers volunteers the opportunity to be a part of every aspect of the children's day, before and after school, meal times, and the always popular playtime. We receive revenue consistent with the local market and an immense amount of help from our dedicated international volunteers.
The businesses have become self-sufficient, so the businesses are now able to pay for their expenses, all of their own expenses, and they're able to pay the salaries of all of their workers.
Malayaka House is beyond capacity with our 36 kids, yet we can't ignore the growing number of threatened children just outside our gate. This is why we have reached out and joined hands with other orphanage homes. We're working to build a network of solidarity so that we all rise up together to create a new community of healthy, educated, skilled, and responsible Ugandan citizens. We have shared our skills and resources in farming, solar power, rainwater collection, and construction of energy-efficient ovens with 5 other orphanage homes, and helped several others navigate the complicated legal registration and compliance process necessary to operate a children's home. Twice we have brought a team of Spanish doctors to 6 of our sister homes, who examined, treated, and created medical records for over 300 children. Working together has made us all stronger and has had a huge effect on our children. They visit each other, share birthday parties, sleepovers, and celebrations, as all best friends do. As our businesses flourish, we hope to develop a more formal sharing of knowledge with our network of orphanage homes by offering a vocational training program. We would invite small groups of children to Malayaka House, where they would learn how to make bread, pizza, cheese, aprons, and beads, all from our older kids. They will feel the love and support of our family, experience our atmosphere of fun and positivity, and be mentored by young adults who have come from the same situations they're in. They will see firsthand how Namatov, Naiga, Jacinta, and the others have risen above the abuse, neglect, and poverty that plagued their young lives to become something more, a Ugandan full of pride and hope for what the future will bring. What better lesson can we teach them than that?
We're trying to create business leaders. We need to have people that are job creators in Uganda, and that's where we hope this is going with the businesses, that our kids, as they grow within these businesses, will start on their own to create other opportunities for themselves and for others.
Our supporters in the United States and Spain who donate their time, energy, and money are the people we owe everything to. We are forever grateful to you for helping our children heal, learn, and grow. They are the future of this country, the key to creating real change. Our mission is to end the cycle of poverty and disease, one child at a time. To everyone who shares this vision and supports us, we thank you.
Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, Auntie. see.